Europe 2012. The story so far. High levels of debt for some states. Banks stricken with refinancing problems. Growing youth unemployment and constant crisis summits which shake the public's confidence in the EU. The crisis shows Europe's monetary union is an unfinished building. What's next for Europe? Will the Euro house weather the storm? 4 scenarios for the future of the monetary union. First, muddling through. Austerity policy is continued. A vicious circle of debt, credit crunches and funding gaps develops. The consequences are weak economic growth, high unemployment, an ever larger imbalance between the states, and dwindling support for the European project from the public. Despite all this, the euro struggles through but remains a house without a protective roof. Not so in the second scenario. Breakup. Individual banks collapse. The ESM and ECB reach the limits of their financial possibilities. The spillover effects are devastating. A deep recession and high unemployment develop. Anti-European populism establishes itself at the heart of society. The first states leave the Eurozone and the EU breaks apart. The Euro house is so unstable that it collapses and infects the whole neighborhood. In the third scenario, something new develops. Core Europe. A newer, smaller entity is created within the unstable Euro house. Some states form a fiscal union. Joint bank management guarantees financial stability. The division into core and periphery leads to greater competition within Europe. The macroeconomic imbalances grow, and support for the European project continues to dwindle. The fourth scenario shows a way in which Europe can emerge from the crisis strengthened. Completion. A political union arises from the economic and monetary union. This would also mean joint debt management and joint growth and fiscal policy. There is no longer any danger of banks and member states going bankrupt, and investments in a joint future are made. Politics concerns everyone, which is why citizens are integrated into the decision-making process. This guarantees public support for Europe. The missing roof is completed and the Euro house finished. To be continued, Europe 2020. The direction that Europe takes depends greatly on whether European politicians can make decisions together. Mapping future scenarios for the Eurozone is a study by Maria João Rodrigues on behalf of the Friedrich-Ebert-Stiftung.